When I was a kid growing up in Philly, we hated the Redskins. It was not because of the name. It was because they had no black players. In those days, we called them Negroes. We figured, why root for somebody who obviously hated you? By that measure, we also had no love for the Phillies, but we adored the Warriors. That was a Philadelphia NBA team with Wilt and Guy Rodgers way before they became the 76ers. Back in those days, we were huge fans of the Rams, the Bears, the Lions, the Browns, and especially the Green Bay Packers, because the Packers had Herb Adderley, and Herb Adderley was from North Philly. He was a homeboy. On arrival here in D.C. in 1969, I still hated the Redskins. But by then, it was more the name than the team. Bobby Mitchell and Charlie Taylor changed that for me, as did Sonny, and of course, all too briefly, Vince Lombardi. As the years went by, I started loving that team, though. Really, the players. Larry Brown, Pat Fisher, Doc Walker, Pete Wysocki, and as my love for Smurfs and the Over the Hill Gang and Fun Bunch grew, so did my distaste for that, in my view, vulgar name. My revulsion was born of a source perhaps different than many others. You see, back in the day, when I wasn't scanning the paper to see what Roy Campanella or Buddy Young had done, I was watching Lash LaRue and Tim Holt and loved me some Randolph Scott. And it was in those Westerns and so many more, all of them, that I never, not once, ever heard of a Redskin referred to respectfully. A Redskin was always dirty. Dirty Redskins, bloody Redskins, savage Redskins, inhuman Redskins, unhuman, you name it. Back in the day, you really wanted to insult a black man, an Italian, a Jew, an Irishman, and probably start a fight, you threw out certain words. You know what they are. They were and they are pejoratives of the first order, the worst order, specifically intended to injure. In my view, Redskin was and is in that same category. A few years back, I decided to stop using the name on the air. Went at it for almost a year. George Michael bet me nobody would even notice. I had to pay up. We got not a single question or complaint. People just assumed I must have used the word. It is that much a part of the D.C. culture. That notwithstanding, the name sucks. We need to get rid of it. Let's substitute Warriors. 60 years later, I would love to once again adore the Warriors.